Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Duplex Built to Rent. My name is Juan Crisales. I'm a full-time real estate investor in the Texas market. I'm going to talk today about why I love working with private lenders when it comes to buying real estate, especially for these ground-up new construction projects. I'm going to show you real quickly a property that we just closed on a few weeks ago, and I love the flexibility of using private lenders. You have to learn how to raise private money. It's just one of the skills that you have to learn along the way. And if you want to learn a little bit more about that stuff, please join my free school community. I'd love to show you more about that. So check this out. We bought these two lots here, and the gentleman who's living there needed a little bit of money just to move out. And I didn't want to give him a bunch of money because, like, you don't know, right, if you're going to be able to get that money back. So what we did is we did a deed transfers. That means we actually closed on the deal. Okay, a private lender. I told him, I said, hey man, we're going to give this guy some money at closing. I'm going to hold back a good portion, a big chunk, like more than half of his total proceeds until he's completely out. Because I want to incentivize him to get his stuff and get everything going, right? And so what I did today is I had to go over there and take a look and take some pictures, and this is what it looks like. And I'm telling you, you guys are probably gonna be like, wow, that place will still look crazy. But no, man, this is a significant improvement to what it looked like. Okay. So check this out. We've got a lot of stuff. And this is one of the other reasons I really like this particular property. This street here is Martin Luther King. And then we have a church, a Methodist church right across the street. Love it when there's a church like that. Typically not a whole lot of crime across the street from churches. We can build a duplex on here, maybe something else on the side right there. So, he's got some stuff that he's moving around here. It looks a lot better than it used to be, guys. I mean, this is a massive improvement. I was a little hesitant to take pictures before because the gentleman was a little bit embarrassed, and he just was like, I don't know, So you want to respect people's privacy, right? But a private lender, in talking to this guy, I was like, hey, what do you think about this deal? He's like, I don't know. And I just explained to him the entire process, and that we're going to be holding back a significant portion of the sales proceeds. We're going to hold it back until this guy was able to get his stuff out of there. So that's what we're doing. I'm just taking pictures of kind of a progress here report, and I'll show you guys some more later. This is basically the property boundary line right there where that orange, plastic fence is. But it is looking good. All right, now we're transitioning to another project here where we're also using a private lender. And this is what it looks like, man. It is coming together. We're going to be getting a lot of this stuff done. We have the appliances in. We're getting an inspection tomorrow, Monday, on the electrical. So we should be getting all the MEPs finalized this week. We ordered the appraisal on this one on Friday, which is fantastic. And we should be getting something back hopefully this week. I told the lady, I said, hey, look, this property does not look totally fantastic. It's like at 98%. It's not like super turnkey just yet. You want to do the appraisal? She's like, yeah, it's fine. As long as the appliances are in, everything else like that is in, we should be good to go. So, this is what it looks like right now. So this is another one of the challenges I wanted to show you guys is like, look, you almost always going to have leftover material, and you have to be prepared for it. These here are clothes rods inside the closets, right? These are, the closet rods for wherever you hang your clothing. These ones are going to stay there. They have to get stained. But the rest of this stuff here, man, this stuff here is extra stuff that we got left over. The carpentry guy, they just leave it there like, yeah, I don't know what to do with it. It belongs to you. You bought it. So we have to figure out a way, something to do with this stuff. Just got to think about that stuff. Now we are at the 106 Runnels property. This property here is actually gotten the texture finished on it. If you can see it, it's already on there. It's already been tape floated. Everything is looking good for this particular property. We're super excited to be able to move forward with it. And we are in the process of getting actually more than one bid for the cabinets because we found a different supplier. So here we are just taking some pictures, with a little bit of the sheen there on the from the exterior, so you can see the actual texture. This stuff has to get caked in a little bit. We're going to go ahead and start the painting process here pretty soon because, it's very, very simple. We paint the walls and the ceiling the same color. It makes it super easy. And then there's no flooring, so we don't have to worry about that. And then the paint for the baseboards and the doors and stuff like that's going to be a little bit different. So I'm going to go ahead and get the painter in there right now while we're ordering the cabinets. So you can see here the texture's still kind of wet, which is cool. So we got that done, and then it should be dry by tomorrow. We're going to be ready to go on this sucker here pretty soon. So those are all of the updates that I got here for the projects that we have going on, guys. That is it. And I'm telling you, raising private money has probably been one of the biggest key components to help me get into this business and do more projects at one time. And that's definitely something that you guys need to learn how to do. I'll tell you this much, man. It's really building relationships with people, and you have to be a person of integrity. You have to be a person of, character, so that, you can continue to borrow money, continue to grow your network of people that are willing to, lend you on these projects. Okay. Because there is a big, major trust factor when it comes to this stuff, especially something like this, where it's kind of dicey at the very, very beginning. And the lender's like, oh man, I don't know. That looks kind of scary. And today, I even told the gentleman today, I said, hey, man, whatever you leave behind, just leave it behind. It's not a big deal. We'll just worry about, figure it out later. Because I know that I can deal with this faster than he can. But that's not, a knock on him. It's just maybe I have more experience in real estate. And I know, more contractors probably that are going to help me get all this stuff cleared out, get it out of the way, and get it going. But all right, guys, that is all I got for you guys today. Thanks so much for watching. I will talk to you soon.